Saturday, 14th of April 2012, the Gold Coast. Australia's capital of crime, drugs, booze and partying is also home to numerous theme parks, including SeaWorld. 3 criminal masterminds meet at a beach party. Rhys Owen Jones, 21, former British Royal Marine, and Kerry Mules, 20, a bricklayer, are both on tourist visas over from the UK. They meet James Vassey, an Australian local with vital insider knowledge. Their plan is a simple one. Step 1. Drink 1.5 litres of vodka between them, 17 standard drinks each. Step 2. Go to SeaWorld, climb the fence, and swim with the dolphins. It was a plan that was brilliant because of its simplicity, and somehow, it worked. The 3 drunk men managed to avoid security and had free reign of the park. They swam with the dolphins and let a fire extinguisher off in the shark enclosure. On their way out, they came across the fairy penguins. The next morning, Jones and Mules awoke in their apartment, awfully hungover, to find, to their horror, that they were not alone. Waddling around was 7-year-old Dirk, a fairy penguin who they'd kidnapped the night before. What followed was an understandable moment of panic and confusion. They attempted to feed Dirk bread and put him in the shower while they discussed their options. We could just give him back and accept responsibility for what we did, or we could release him into a canal, hope for the best, and have no one ever know what we did. Yeah, alright. As Welshmen, they seem to forget that Australia is a place where the animals have been known to be excessively deadly. Apart from that, Dirk was a captive bred penguin and had no chance of surviving in the wild. Nevertheless, they released Dirk into a canal near Broadwater, a place known to locals to be the home of bull sharks, and made their escape. Now this is where our criminal masterminds slip up. After having made a relatively clean getaway, they boast about their heist on Facebook and post photos of Dirk, which quickly leads to their arrests. Once arrested, they were easily charged as they had filmed themselves in SeaWorld, as well as Dirk in their apartment, providing the police with some pretty damning evidence. The police then called SeaWorld, who were completely unaware of the previous night's break-in and hadn't noticed that Dirk was missing, but after checking their CCTV, had extensive video of the group's escapades. Meanwhile, Dirk was in a battle for his survival. Apart from bull sharks, the penguin, which only grows to a maximum of 43 centimeters tall, was a prime target for cats and dogs, and, as the hours slipped by, the odds of his safe return to SeaWorld were dropping quickly. A couple out walking heard a scuffle coming from the water. A penguin fled the water, pursued by something, possibly a shark, and rested briefly on the shore before a dog chased it back into the water. They googled lost penguin and quickly made contact with SeaWorld. At 7:45, the retrieval team found Dirk hiding under a pier. He was exhausted and scared, venting his frustration by biting his rescuers repeatedly, but was ultimately safely retrieved. He spent the night under veterinarian observation before finally, on Monday the 16th, being reunited with his mate, Peaches. Jones and Mules wrote letters of apology to SeaWorld and the Australian public. Upon facing the Southport Magistrates Court on charges of trespassing, stealing, and keeping a protected animal, they pled guilty, while their lawyer, dressed in a penguin tie, described their actions as immature and stupid, but without malice intent. They were both fined $1,000 Australian and no convictions were recorded. Vassey was charged with trespassing and SeaWorld held a long overdue inquiry into their security measures.
Can't believe how penguin in my apartment, man. You stole a penguin.